Any tips for describing character movements as they converse? So what you need to think about with character movements as people are talking, what they're doing is they're rooting the reader. That's how I see them. I remember listening to a talk by Brandon Sanderson and he speaks on it like this. The dialogue, what's happening, the conversation, that's quite abstract. And what the movement is doing, it's rooting the reader, is bringing them back to the room because the conversation will be talking about what's going on there. That's why it's abstract. Movements remind the reader where the characters are, where this conversation is taking place. Now, depending on the sort of writer you are, the amount of movement that you have will change. But if you're thinking about like what you're doing, why you want the movement there, I always think it's to root the reader in the scene. Then that should be like a gauge to help you understand how much you should use. I would vary it from little things where like picking up a glass, for example, and then they continue talking, staring across here, doing those sorts of things, the bodily movement. As a writer, I'm quite light on it. You get some writers that are a lot heavier on it. It does depend on also the conversation, where it's happening, how you want the readers to feel. It's a real judgment call. I think rather than giving you tips on words to say and whatnot, just understand that you're rooting the reader. The purpose of those movements during a conversation is to root the reader in the scene. So have that in mind. The conversation is abstract and what you're doing is you're trying to root them so that they can see it. Don't let that kind of conversation, don't let too much abstraction happen. Pull the readers back in and let them remind or remember that they're in a bar or in a bedroom or whatnot. I hope that helps.